Caution, you are about to enter the no-spin zone. The Factor begins right now.
Olech, and welcome to the Olech Factor. Here today we're talking to Jason Bruno, a columnist from the Washington Post who's here to talk about Monsanto. Next, we have Obama's long-lost brother, Devontae Obama, here to talk about government regulation and food policy. Next, we have Michelle Rosenthal, an agricultural specialist on the subject of BT corn. Then we have Christian Lee, here a video activist and producer on the subject of media and the food industry.
Hey Super Bowl fans, what do you think when you look at an apple? Nature, health, God's gift to humanity, right? Maybe. Or maybe something that will eventually rot, die, and leave you just like everyone you've ever loved. But you know what doesn't die? Everything we make here. At Monsanto. At Monsanto, our fruits and vegetables, much like Spider-Man, are genetically engineered to withstand nature's Hitler-esque assault on our food.
I used to buy all of my food at gay, liberal, communist farmers markets, but then I realized all of that food comes from the ground. The ground. Isn't that where we bury our dead people? No, thank you.
People keep saying, oh, there are so many chemicals in my food, it's not even edible, wah. Well, you know what else isn't edible? Love. And democracy.
I've been eating Monsanto products for years and have had no effects on my... Why is everything covered in blood? Oh my God!
Health. Our goal at Monsanto is simply this. We want to simplify your life. Bees stinging you, boom. We killed them all. Watermelons regular size, bam. Now they weigh 64 pounds and never stop screaming. Why? Because we're Monsanto. And everything we do it for you.
Thank you, Monsanto.
Thank you, Monsanto.
Monsanto.
Monsanto. Because God just isn't doing a good enough job.
Welcome back. Here we have today Jason Bruno, who's here from the Washington Post, here to talk about Monsanto. How are you doing today, Jason?
I'm doing very well, Nicole. Thank you for having me.
So I understand that you've been researching Monsanto and their power in the agricultural industry, and you think that they actually have some hold on the government as well. Is this true?
That is correct, Nicole. Monsanto, it's an agricultural monopoly. Not only that, they are one of the biggest lobbyist corporations in America.
Can you explain to me why they're becoming a monopoly?
They have spent billions of dollars buying out companies, merging with companies. For example, Delta and Pineland, they spent $1.5 billion on them. Another one, Char-Grill's International Seed, they spent $1.4 billion on that, as well as Samini's, they spent $1.4 billion on that as well.
But what about the farmers? Do they seem to be hurt by this industry?
Yeah. Survey conducted by my friend Michael Gray, a researcher at University of Illinois, he said that 32% of farmers, they can't even afford or find the regular corn seed. All of it's all genetically modified by Monsanto.
I can understand that, but from my own research on genetically modified seeds, they grow better and have a less chance to die out, and farmers would get a higher yield in their crops each year.
Well, a lot of the farmers can't afford the seed to begin with.
Well, only 32% is not that many farmers, and they grow better and they have better yields in the season anyways.
Yes, but we're talking about a company that created Agent Orange, a weapon used in the Vietnam War.
This was in a time of war, Jason. We are not in a time of war.
Well, think about this. Genetically modified foods, they don't even have to be labeled. And as well as Michael Taylor, the FDA Deputy Commissioner, he was an executive of Monsanto.
But do you think he was the most qualified person for the job?
In my honest opinion, he might have been, but there's a conflict of interest there. And being an executive of Monsanto as well as being the head of something that can regulate you, that's just, that's two opposing forces.
I'm pretty sure we would have done some research into that, and we would probably have to charge our own government if there was a conflict of interest.
But Monsanto is also one of the top lobbying companies in America.
But a lot of people in Monsanto, they are creating jobs for so many people, and Monsanto is a company that provides many jobs for people around the world. Their innovation into seed is very beneficial for the world because a higher yield of crops will feed more starving people around the world. Thank you, Jason, for coming, but I think we have to move on to our next topic. We're cutting to a quick commercial break. Next, we'll have Michelle Rosenthal, an agricultural specialist on the subject of BT corn. Stay tuned.
Hey girl. Oh now. You know you got everybody looking. Got a little boom in my big truck. Gonna open up the doors and turn it up. Gonna stomp my boots in the Georgia mud. Gonna watch you make me fall in love. Get up on the hood of my daddy's tractor. Up on the toolbox, it don't matter. Down on the tailgate, girl, I can't wait to watch you do your thing. Shake it for the young bucks sitting in the honky tonks. For the rednecks rocking till the break of dawn. The DJ spinning that country song. Come on, come on, come on. Shake it for the birds, shake it for the bees. Shake it for the catfish swimming down deep in the creek. For the crickets and the critters and the squirrels. Shake it to the moon, shake it for me, girl. Oh, country girl, shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me. Country girl, shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me. Somebody's sweet little farmer's child. They got it in her blood to get a little wild. Ponytail and a pretty smile. Rope me in from a country mile. So come on over here and get in my arms. Spin me around this big old barn. Tangle me up like grandma's yarn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shake it for the young bucks sitting in the honky tonks. For the rednecks rocking till the break of dawn. For the DJ spinning that country song. Come on, come on, come on. Shake it for the birds, shake it for the bees, shake it for the catfish.
Welcome back. We're here with Michelle Rosenthal, an agricultural specialist on BT corn. How are you, Michelle?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming today. So I hear you're here to talk about BT corn. What exactly is it?
BT corn is short for Bacillus thuringiensis and is a soil bacteria that produces a certain kind of toxin, and it helps prevent the use of pesticides.
How is it produced?
Due to BT corn not needing pesticides, they are segregated from other crops when grown by farmers. They do this because BT corn has toxins in it, which can contaminate other crops.
Are there any other ways we can grow BT corn?
Yes. What has made BT corn more of a strong point, it is that it can be grown inside with a UV light.
Well, doesn't that mean BT corn can grow faster than regular corn?
Yes, BT corn is grown faster than a regular seed of corn, but there are many downsides to BT corn.
So what are some of the downsides? It sounds like it can be grown everywhere.
There are many different health issues that have occurred from BT corn. The Environmental Protection Agency that wrote EPA's regulation of BT crops said EPA requires companies to conduct field studies to verify the actual risk to the butterflies. The result of these studies were published in September 2001 by the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Our scientists reviewed that the monarchy research and other data have since confirmed the safety of BT corn for non-target insect species. Due to BT corn, many people have experienced having nausea, vomiting, heartburn, indigestion, headaches, intestinal problems, and much more. Alex Bagan-Meyer, political director, Organic Customers Associated, that wrote the 3 reasons to never eat non-organic corn, stated, "It is found in recent studies when mice were tested by eating BT corn, they experienced the same effect humans did." BT corn is something people should look out for, whether it is reading the labels on food brand items or starting to be aware of BT corn.
Well, I see that you have done your research, but I feel it's like if BT corn was continued, where would all the jobs go? And plus, there's a lot more to think about than just a few outbreaks that have to do with concerning BT corn.
Yes, that is true, but families should be aware to try and stay away from these products that contain BT corn due to many recent studies that have been done.
I agree, but staying away from BT corn isn't really realistic. For families who have no money and various other reasons, I don't think that this is a viable option to sustain us. But okay, that's all the time I think we have for you, Michelle. Thank you for coming. We're going to go on a quick break, and then we're going to hear from Christian Lee, a video producer and activist who is here to talk about advertising in the food industry. Stay tuned.
You may have seen or heard about the experimental product known as Google Glass, the product of the future that virtually does everything your phone can do in your glasses. Well, here at Google, we finally teamed up with the makers of the iPod Human and the iNavigator to bring you the brand new, highly advanced, cutting edge, top of the line Google Glass Human. With a completely original design, the Google Glass Human is not just better, it's bigger. You know, people ask me all the time, why did you guys have to make it so big? And every time I give them the same simple response. That's what she said. The Google Glass Human comes in multiple styles and colors, such as product placement white, recyclable green, bandwagon blue, mustache, or even stereotypically racist Asian, is what it seems like at first, but is in black. I'll take two. And just because the Google Glass Human is easy to use, it doesn't mean it has any less capabilities. Whoa. The Google Glass Human can do everything your best smartphone can do and much more, such as voice activation and voice response.
Google Glass Human, find me the nearest coffee shop.
No. Picture taking with zoom.
Google Glass Human, take a picture. Okay, zoom in a little bit. Alright, and now. Damn it, you blinked again!
Navigation.
Continue on for 2.5 steps.
Are you sure we're in my room? It feels like we're outside.
Phone calls.
Answer call.
Hello. Christine says,
Hey, wanna grab lunch today?
Wait, really? Yes. Tell her yes. I wonder what made her change her mind.
no, you are a fat girl.
Wait, what?
And thanks to our top-of-the-line scientists here at our Google Labs, we're proud to announce one of our newest features never before seen or done on any device in the past, the automatic fragrance feature, also known as Am Fragrance.
Oh, really? On my neck?
Are you one of those people that uses a lock on your phone so people don't steal it when you sleep? Well, with the Google Glass Human and its triangle lock feature, not only do you have to not worry about sleeping, it is so secure that it'll actually help you to sleep. Not completely convinced yet? Here's some of our satisfied customers.
I cannot live without it.
To be honest, I don't leave home without it.
It's stupid. It's too heavy and it's really inconvenient.
Okay, well, how do you feel about your iPhone?
Oh, well, obviously, that's one of the best products of our generation.
The Google Glass Human is not something you just use. It's not something you just do. It's something you buy. And for the simple price of $699.99, you can get 1/10 of a Google Glass Human. But wait, if you order now, we'll also throw in the Google Shoes Human as well. But wait, order now and get the Google Watch Human too. But wait, if you order now, we'll throw in the Google Belt Human also. But wait, if you didn't already order when we told you to order now the first 3 times, well, it's a good thing you waited. Because if you order now, you'll get everything we mentioned so far, plus an additional lifetime supply of Google Glass Humans.
Wait, what?
Somebody please help me.
Hello, Sean. Do you require assistance?
Yes, get all of these Google things off of me.
I'm sorry. Did you say call to Googly Coffee Me?
What? No, that's not even a name in my contacts.
I'm sorry. Did you say yes?
What? No.
Calling to Googly Coffee Me.
Damn it, cancel call.
Call, cancel.
Good, now call for help.
Calling for HELP.
It's not even a number, just call 911.
Calling 11. 11.
No, not 9 different 11s, just dial the number 9.
Dialing 9.
Good, now dial 11.
Dialing 1.
No, not a singular one. You know what I meant. Dial 2 ones.
Dialing 11.
Great, now that's too many. Delete one.
Which one would you like deleted?
Does it matter?
No.
Then delete a 1.
Deleting all 1s.
No, damn it, just add a 1 and another 1.
Adding 1 plus 1, 2.
Oh my god, you know what, Google Glass Human? I'm done.
I'm sorry.
Done.
Did you say 911?
No, I mean yes, call it.
I'm sorry. Did you say college?
No, call it.
Comet?
No, call it.
Cottage?
Call it.
Wallet?
Call it.
Walrus?
Just call the number.
Calling.
Finally.
To Googly Coffee Me.
Son of a
Hello, this is the Googly Coffee Meet.
Wait, you're an actual person?
No, I'm one of your Google Glass humans, but I'm at the top, so I'm more updated than you. What's up?
Thank God. Okay, please, listen to me. I just need one thing.
Sure, fine.
Please, call for help. Call for an ambulance.
I'm sorry. Did you say I want more am fragrance?
No.
Initiate am fragrance.
Not like this. Not like this.
Coming back on the Olech Factor, we're here with Mr. Lee. So, Christian, exactly what is your aim on being here?
Well, you see, I actually used to work in the advertisement game for McDonald's, and actually in college I used to work for Burger King as well. And what I recognized from both experiences is really how corrupt this whole industry and whole advertisement game really is. So now I like to make videos, a lot of times showing the differences between the food that they show on TV and on boxes and the food that's actually being packaged and served. A lot of times I'll explain the tricks of the trade. The food industry alone spends about $4.2 billion on advertisement, and like what I'm trying to find is what they're exactly producing with all of that money. Have you ever looked at a microwavable pizza and the actual pizza that you make from it? It looks really different, right?
No, I don't really touch that stuff.
Exactly. You see, that's the problem. All of you corporate types don't actually eat what you make, all because you know what's in them. You know the shit they put in, and that's why you don't eat it. So why can't the rest of the world find out about that stuff too?
Well, if you're not aware, this isn't Soviet Russia, and corporations are here to make money, so I don't understand your point.
Well, Nicole, are you aware of how advertisement actually started?
No, please, do tell.
Well, you see, it all started in the early 20th century with a man named Sigmund Freud. He had this idea they called psychoanalysis. Essentially, it's a form of brainwashing. There was a lot of controversial subjects where they would actually use the techniques and practices such as shock therapy, water drowning, all for a way to essentially implant your own thoughts into another person's. And basically that's where advertisement, all derived from.
Well, our whole country was built on industries. I don't see a point in tampering with anything that makes money.
Well, I mean, you see that look back at how it all started. That sounds pretty corrupt. Brainwashing a whole society. I mean, come on, that's pretty much what advertising is. And like, at what cost does making that money worth it? Obesity is one of the major major leading health issues in this country. And what you're saying is that just because you earn money, the health of our nation is a non-factor. The industry has even gone so low to target children. They warp their young, easily convinced minds. Like, let's look at Nike. They throw in superstars like Michael Jordan and LeBron James, have them strap up some cheaply made shoes imported from China and tell them that if you wear these $120 pairs of shoes, that you too can be just like them. It's called consumerism, and that's the people who are and that's the problem with you corporate hogs. You don't realize that the people who are falling for your tricks are the reason why you earn profit in the first place. Whatever happened to the customers come first? This right here is why I want to promote change. And what's the point of all this corruption anyways?
Well, money. You know that little green paper? Our country and countries around the world revolve around this.
Well, I wouldn't want to live in that kind of world. All I'm saying is that the difference between the picture on the box and the food inside is the microwave you use to cook it all.
All right, well, thank you for coming. We're going to have to go to our next guest. Stay tuned.
my fellow Americans. This is President Obama. I'm here at this moment today, and where are my fellows?
Welcome back to the Olech Factor. We're here with Devontae Obama, Obama's long-lost brother. So, Mr. Obama, what do you think is wrong with the food industry?
Well, I feel that the food industry is controlled by a small amount of large businesses, and they're free to do as they please. So what my issue is that the government lacks the resources to govern them.
And why is that a bad thing?
Well, first of all, it hurts small businesses, especially farmers. And on top of that, many of the products that are being sold are deceiving and harmful to customers.
So what exactly is it that makes this policy unsuccessful?
Well, obviously, if the food industry is being controlled by a few businesses, that's a monopoly, and obviously there's something wrong with that. And on top of that, there's a lack of enforcement on our part, the government, to control them.
Well, how would you plan to enforce these standards?
Well, for starters, I plan on talking to a few people from the FDA, probably the president who used to work for Monsanto, and gonna start having them monitor some of these businesses closely, so that way they're gonna get away with less activity.
Well, let's take a company like Monsanto, for example. If you had to be the owner of this, would you follow all the rules?
Yes, I would do the best I can to abide by the rules.
So, according to your speech, you don't think that manufacturers should support politicians?
Didn't say that they shouldn't support them. What I meant was they can support politicians without having the politicians turn their heads whenever a lawsuit comes up regarding food policy.
Well, what about this? How do you feel? What about the fact that consumers might be there to blame for their food habits?
I have, and yes, it is partially their fault, but I feel like the government does have a role in that, because we are letting most of these products go through, especially with these false claims leading people to believe that they're eating healthier than they actually are.
Well, please explain this to me. How do you think a company makes false claims, since it's true that they cannot blatantly lie on television?
They make the false claims somewhat by stretching the truth. For example, Diet Coke or anything that says less fat on it or less sugar. Yes, there might be less sugar on it, but that sugar is being replaced with another substance. In most cases, that's usually more harmful to the consumers.
All right, well, if you say so. We don't have any more time for you. Thank you for coming, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Take care. And that's about all the time we have today for the Olech Factor. Make sure to stay tuned next week. Follow me on Instagram at Nicole Olech, Twitter as well. Make sure to add me on Facebook. And by the way, the word this week is going to be quidnug. Yes, quidnug. And I'll see you next week. That's the Olech Factor.
Caution, you are about to enter the no spin zone. The factor begins right now.